Yud. V'zehu vasuli mikdash v'shechanti besocham. And this is what it says: Make for me a mikdash, and I will dwell amongst them. Besocho lo ne'amar ela besocham. It doesn't say inside it. It says inside them. Besoch kol echad ve'echad, inside each and every person. B'chol echad ve'echad kasher mehafich mechashocha lenahora. That in each and every person, when they flip darkness to light, so it's great in the honor of the Holy One, blessed be He, in all the worlds, that you have the greatness of the light, that the light shines in a revealed state. And this is the shitim wood, that's what's purified from the foolishness of the other side. And this is also why they're called krashim. These pillars, that's what's been purified from the sheker, the falsehood, v'kesher, and it being attached to the other side. So he changed that to a keresh for kedusha. And from this purification you have these pillars of the Mishkan, ba'avoda, and in a service of Hashem, this is that which, through the toil in Torah and the fulfilling of the mitzvos, we change that feeling of the world, them Weltgefühl, that feel that's worldly, al hergesh eloki, to be a divine feeling, v'hainu de hergesh olam. That is, that the feeling of the world is below knowledge, like we said before, like he gave the example of the nimusim of the times for eating and drinking and so forth. So through the involvement in Torah mitzvos, so we flip it into light. That we should feel the pleasantness and the sweetness in fulfilling the mitzvos and learning Torah. Basi Legani Leganuni, and this is what it says: I came to my garden, to my pleasure, my place of pleasure. The place where he was in the beginning. The tchilas hakavana bebrias v'ishavus ha'olamos. Hu mashini taive hakadosh baruch hu lihiyos lo yisbarich dira betachtonim. That the tchilas hakavana, that the beginning of the intention, bebrias v'ishavus ha'olamos, in the creation of the worlds, is hu mashini taive hakadosh baruch hu, is this, that the Holy One, blessed be He, desired lihiyos lo yisbarich, to have for Him and be blessed, Dira betachtonim, a dwelling place in this lowest world, through the service of a person, in a concept of pushing and flipping. Now a person who does this, Hayosheves Baganim, so then you have the sitting in the gardens, the Baganim bechinas Gan Eden canal, that the gardens are these two concepts in the Garden of Eden, like we said, Gan Eden HaTachton v'Gan Eden HaElyon, the lower Garden of Eden and the higher Garden of Eden, Kol Echad Lefi Madregas Avodaso, each one according to the level of their service. Heim Chaverim, they are friends to you. Delafamim Neshama Min Neshama Netzelas Chulu, that sometimes a soul extends from a soul and so forth. That's what it means according to each person's level. So you're friends, meaning to say that the neshamas that you're attached to, so through your avoda, chaverim makshivim, you reveal your source. Hamakshivim l'kala oskim Torah, that are listening to the voice of those studying Torah, mitzvos, and involved in mitzvos. V'zeu hashmi'ini, this is what it says. Let me hear. That they cause an elevation in the greatness of the ascent of the souls and so forth. Hayosheves Baganim, and this is what it says. And this is those that sit in the gardens. Amar HaKadosh Baruch Hu, the Holy One, blessed be He, says, the Knesset Yisrael, to the souls of Israel, At HaPezura Begola, you who are spread out in the exile, V'roeh Baganim shel acherim, and are grazing in the gardens of others. And this is like it's written, like the four directions of the heavens, I have spread you out, and so forth. But nonetheless, Hayosheves bebati knesios ubati midrashos. You're still Hayosheves, the one who's sitting in the houses of gathering for prayer and the houses of study, lasuk b'Torah, to study Torah. Especially those set times to study in Torah in public, together with others. So then the friends, as we explain it to mean, the ministering angels, that they're called the friends. In addition to the parish that he brought, that the chaverim are the neshamos that a person is attached to, that a person emanates from. And why the Malachi Ashari is called chaverim? Why are they called friends? Because they do not have between them lokina velosina, velosachrus, no jealousy, no hatred, and no fighting. Makshivim l'kolachachulu. So they're the ones who are listening to your voice and so forth. And for this reason, Yisrael are called the army of Hashem. And like it's written, that on this very day, it's so called Tzivos Havaya, Meretz Mitzrayim, all the army of Hashem left the land of Mitzrayim. Hine Tzivos Havaya, Hakavana Hu Al Yisrael. Now this army of Havaya, the intention is Israel. Like it says on this very day, Hotzi Havayas B'nei Yisrael Meretz Mitzrayim Al Tzivosam. Havaya took out the sons of Israel from the land of Mitzrayim upon their armies. It's like Lahavin Mauzed Israel Nikarot Tzivos Havaya, that it needs to be understood why is Israel called the army of Havaya. The Shem Tzvos Lo Nizkar B'Torah, the name of Hashem Tzvos is not mentioned in the Torah. Vekan Kores Yisrael Tzivos Havaya, but nonetheless we have this name here that Yisrael is called the army of Hashem, the Tzivos of Havaya. V'chein b'yetzias Mitzrayim mazkir Tzivosam davka, so too by the leaving Mitzrayim it mentions their armies specifically. So what's this concept of the armies? Vekan kores v'kamoshika like it's written that on this very day I took out your tzvosechem mi'eretz Mitzrayim, from the land of Mitzrayim, ela the tzava yishlo gimel pirushim. But to connect this to this whole idea of study of Torah and flipping the darkness to light through being spread out in the exile, to connect it to the medrash, so the concept of tzava has three explanations. Aleph Lashon Chayil. The first is that it means an army. Beis Zman Mugbal. The second means that of tzava is a set time. Like it says that there's a set time for man upon the earth and so forth. V'agimel Lashon Sivyon. And the third is a language of their likeness, their image. And like our sages said in Rosh Hashanah, Pasuk Vayichulu Hashemayim Chulu, on the verse that the heavens were completed and so forth, V'chol Tzva'am, and all of their hosts. L'tzivyonam nivrau, that Tzva'am means that they were created in their specific image, each creation. V'aperush, and that means to say, the Neshamas Yisrael Shem Chulukim B'madregasam, that the souls of Israel that are different, each one in their level, Bali Hasaga, masters of understanding, Shehim Mari Torah, which are masters of Torah, and that they know, and then you have masters of secrets and supernal hidden wisdom, masters of wisdom. So Hasaga is usually Bina. And then you have the concept of Mari Chochmasa. And then you have simple people, Vemrak Mari Uvdin Tavin, and they are masters of good deeds only, that they fulfill the Torah mitzvahs in a simple, straightforward way. Also, they're involved, each person in their service according to their level, to support the Torah, in their body and their money and so forth. So this is their likeness. This is their tzir. That tzvi means beauty, so tzivyon means in their beautiful image. That this is the completeness of their beauty. That they're composed of many colors. That one color does not have beauty. Specifically many colors. So they draw down the concept of Havaya through their service. So that's Tzivyona. They're able to draw down Havaya, Tzivos Havaya. And the second explanation is that it's confined in time. This is like the idea of days were created, and to him is and not one of them, or with an aleph, or to him is one with a vav. And that it says on the bottom, Yutzaru v'lo echad. So notice here, it's spelled inside the Mamer with both the vav and the aleph, but the way the Rebbe brings it down is Yutzaru v'lo echad with just with an aleph. The way it's written, Rei l'kudei Torah sof Parshas Shlach, Dibur hamaschil tov li, v'dibur hamaschil b'yodcha avkid. B'sefer ha'mamorim Yiddish. Back at the Mamer, the tzeva le'eno shali aretz, that the set time for man upon the earth, dilchol adam harayesh lo zman kavua, the yamim yutzaru, that each man has a set time, that the days are created, that each person is given a set number of days. When a person completes their days, their lights, their giluyim, in their service of purification, biskaf yavis hafcha, in pushing and flipping, azu bichlal tzivos havaya, then he's included in the concept of the army of Hashem. And this is what it means when it says that on this very day came out all the tzivos of Havaya, Meretz Mitzrayim, all the hosts of Hashem from the land of Mitzrayim, all of their avoda that they've done in that set time of the Yami Mutzaru, and they've completed their beauty by doing the Torah mitzvahs, by doing the mitzvahs that they had. The tzvos of Hayam Yisrael, that the army of Hashem, that's Yisrael, Shalidei Avodas Habirurim, that through the service of purification, Biskaf Yavis Hafcha, of bending, or pushing, Hafcha, and flipping, so they purify and cleanse the world, Mikesher, Keresh, and that they change from the connection to the pillar, Hakesher, the Olam, that is from their attachment to the world, that the world shows itself to be in existence. This is falsehood. And as is known, that the main thing is the life force that from Hashem that enlivens the world, and not the existence as it seems to be on its own. That when we study Torah and fulfill the mitzvos, so it flips to a pillar, like we said, that attaches the above and below. It's the pillar for for the Mishkan for Hashem. Shuma'atzi shitim omdim, that's made out of this shitim wood that stands, mechabri morein sof chulu, that attaches the infinite light and so forth, and therefore we're called the army of Havaya, Shemegalim Mamshichim, Gilu Hashem, that we reveal and draw down the light of Hashem. That's either the beauty or the set time meaning the set number of revelations. Mitzvah Uzman Mugbol and Sva is a set time. They're called Avodasam Asher Bayamim Yutzaru Shinitan Lekol Echad Vechad. That's all of their service that's in the days that were formed, that was given to each and every person. Yihielo Echad. It should be to them one. You should draw down the Echad Shiyar Vizgala that should be revealed and shine. Idea Avodaso through a person's service. Bechinas Daled the Echad, the concept of the Daled of Hashem Echad, like we said, that the Daled becomes Hey, that we want the Dafka the Daled, not the Reish. That the if you flip the kesher of the olam, the kuf and the reish to the keresh, so you're changing it to kedusha, which is the change from a reish to a dalid with the yudon and making it bittul to Hashem echad. Kitzer yamshich the kesher v'sheker the olam neafach lekeresh hamishkan. We went on to explain that the connection to the world and the falsehood of the world is flipped to a keresh, a pillar for the Mishkan. Basi Legani, and through this I come to my place of pleasure. And the concept of the friends that are listening and so forth. Through a person's Torah study, and for this reason, Yisrael is called Tzvos, which is from the language of an army, or set time, or the beauty in the Maisa and Torah.